Hi, welcome to Peg's Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today is Masterboard Monday, and I am not sure who the host is, so that's going to stay blank. A masterboard is where you take your scrap papers, and I had to upgrade. Jennifer was correct. That tiny little box I had was not going to hold it all. I've been creating more, so my scrap box is quite full, so it's perfect to make some masterboards. So you take your scraps and you create your masterboards with them. And a masterboard is a project page where you have your scraps on it, and you can use these project boards to masterboards to make your creations. As you can see, I've been busy. I have a lot of masterboards in here in my folder ready to go. So I'm working on more of them. So what masterboards you can do with them is I have a couple of things in here that I have done with masterboards. I'm just trying to find them. Here we are. So you have some life cards for journals. These are smaller ones. Then you apply the rest of what you're going to do with it, like stamping and whatnot. I have done a couple of masterboard videos, and I think I have a playlist for them. Pretty sure I have a playlist for them here. You just take your scraps and you create with them. And this is my box for taking stuff to put into journals and whatnot. And that one's upside down. I think they're all upside down. There we go. So you can add stickers to them. You can add more embellishments to them. They're kind of like a mixed media project. These are some tags I made using some, I stamped on sticker paper and added that to them for the mushrooms here. So those are some tags that I've made with the masterboards. So I figured I would take you along to make a masterboard this week. And I'm using some of the scraps that I have from other projects that I've done over the past weeks. So I've already started gluing down, and I use a piece of cardstock for my masterboards, and I apologize for the sun right here in front of the windows as usual. And today we have a little bit of sunshine, which is nice, but it is windy, so you might hear the wind howl just a little bit. So I have a scoring knife for bone folder, whichever you call it, and I've pulled some different pieces of papers that I've used over the past few weeks, kind of coordinating with the color theme. So I've already put 2 down, and I'm just going to go ahead with them and put them down. And my papers are all about the same thickness. That is one thing that helps when you're doing a masterboard, that if they're all the same thickness, it's going to work a lot better for you. So I place it down, and then I take my bone folder, and that's going to move that glue around that you put down. And I'm applying a lot of pressure because I want it to be nice and smooth. If you don't do it nice and smooth, the glue bumps can show up on the other side. You can use your fingers and apply that pressure, but I suggest using a bone folder or some like scissors or a ruler or something that will be hard enough to apply pressure. So I'm just going ahead and gluing all the different pieces around, and I like to kind of do it like a puzzle. Sometimes I'll just let it go and free flow craft. But for the most part, you rip the pieces the way you think that you want them on here, or cut them if you're inclined to do that. So it's basically just kind of gluing here and there and smoothing out the glue and applying that pressure, putting your papers down. Sometimes I leave the papers whole. And then you just go around and you cut, glue, paste the whole thing together. Just like that. And it becomes this beautiful piece that you have for a background to do adding ephemera and whatnot to it. other ephemera, because you're basically creating a masterboard for your ephemera to go on. And I have this beautiful paper, really gorgeous, perforated and everything. It's gorgeous color. And I have done sewn edges on my masterboards, and that is a really nice effect to have. I don't have any pieces right now because I gifted them to other people, so I don't have any of those right at the moment, but I can show you after we get this one done and we'll chop it up how to do those sewn edges so you get that beautiful effect as well. So we can chop it up and we will sew it together. It's really gorgeous paper. It's super shiny. That's one of the things I love about it, that it's so shiny. And I think I want to get rid of that part there because we don't want that hole. We've got a lot of this on here. Yeah, we'll put it up here and there. They just make really gorgeous pieces to add into your masterboards. Not your masterboards, your journals and stuff. Really beautiful and gorgeous to send out as Happy Mail as well. And I'm trying to find the host of Masterboard Monday. I have not had any luck yet. There's a lot of people, when I upload it and I put the hashtag up there, there are a lot of people that are taking part in it, but I haven't seen anybody do the host name yet. And I would love to give credit where credit's due for the host of the Masterboard Monday to be able to have credit. And I've got this beautiful fiber paper that I'm going to add after in spots that aren't covered by this gorgeous stuff. Oh, that's so pretty. They work up fast too. If you have really big pieces of ephemera, they work up really nice and fast. I think I like this set, so we'll cover this one in glue. And let's put it up here. Oh, it fit perfectly. Look at that. Perfect amount. Eyeballed that one. That looks so pretty. Really gorgeous. Oh, there's a little bit of yellow. That'll be pretty. Oh, right there too. That fit perfectly, right? In there. I have tiny little bits of green, but that's okay. This yellow square will really pop. Do I have any more of it? I don't think I do. Nope, I do not. But I do have another pop of yellow. It's just a tiny little one. That's okay. Little tiny string of it we'll put down here. Right across there to help pop out some of that yellow. And I'm running out of colors now. Let's do another little bit of this green down here. Oops, I caught my finger instead of the paper. Ooh, that one fit perfectly there too. Gorgeous, right? That's the back of that one. Oh, it's a little bit paler, so we'll go ahead and use that one right here. That is pretty. Now we got some spots. Let's add some pretty ripped paper. Love using the fiber papers. And I got this one from Dollar Tree in those packages of paper that they have. the little like paper stacks, I think they call them. So we're gonna add a little dab here, and to do this, I'm gonna put it right on there, because doing the fiber paper, you're gonna get little bits on your glue bottle, and sometimes you don't want that. So about estimating the size of it, and then I'm just gonna wiggle it in place. I think it needs a little bit there. I almost put it on there after telling you. Wiggle that baby right there. And then we have a little couple there. So I'm gonna do a little bit larger one and cover that a little bit. Start there. And I think I got it, almost covered it. Almost. There we go. Have a little bit of glue that decided to stay outside of it. That's okay. That still looks pretty, right? Then we have a big block down here. That one gonna fit there, or that one? I don't think I did it enough. And I keep ripping it too small. Let's do it this way. There we go. So we have a little bit up there, and like that. That's perfect. Covers it, leaves a little bit of that edge, which is okay. All right, now over here, I don't want to put a whole glob of that. So let's find a paper that will work there. I don't want to cut that. I want to share some of that yellow because I covered it with this piece here. Oh, that looks good. Perfect right there. And that will finish off this masterboard. Oh no, it won't. There's a little bit of green showing and we don't want that. Up here. We have that tiny little dot right here. So we'll take this baby here, trim a little bit off of there, and we'll cover that, and we'll pop that down. And we don't have it all the way glued, so we're gonna rip that right off there. All right, so there's our masterboard. Okay, so our masterboard is all done. I'm gonna bring you down just a little bit here. And I slid you because the sun is like right here, which is really bright. So I've got my cutter and we're gonna go ahead and cut this baby up. Now I used an 8.5 by 11.5 paper for my backing in that beautiful green. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna cut it in, I think 4 inches is going to be a good one. So we have 4 inches there, and then I'm going to do 4 inches here, and then I have a little bit that I can put into another masterboard. So we have the 11. Oh, that one's not quite 4, is it? Oh, that one's a little under 4, so this one's definitely going to be under 4. Yeah, that one's under 4, but that's okay. They'll still work. So I want to get 3 out of these. So we have 11. So let's go try 3.5, which is a nice size. Did it cut both? Barely cut through that one. So we're gonna have to do them all one at a time. So 3.5, and we're gonna end up with one that's 4 inches. But I want them to be 3.5. So we have another piece for a masterboard. Then 3.5 on these ones as well. So we have another little piece there that can be for the masterboard. So that's all the cutting I'm gonna do. And I like to round my corners before I start doing the cutting part. Not the cutting part, the sewing and whatnot. And I also, if I'm going to just dress up my edges, I'll do that before I do the sewing as well. So they cut, rounding the corners is really fast. And sometimes you'll get little frays and you can just remove them. So that tiny little piece there with that fiber paper had to come off because I cut down the wrong end there. So it got a little bit extra there. You can see they work up really fast once you get going and get in a groove with them. And I cut that one opposite because it had a little bit of paper showing. And I wanted to make sure it got in there all the way. Did it get in there? I think that one missed the corner. Because it's so big and thick. There we go. Alright, so they're all cornered. And I'm going to ink them up, I think. Maybe. I think they look beautiful the way they are, but a little bit of ink. No, you know what? We'll skip the ink this time. I think they're going to look pretty without it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I just noticed that one didn't cut all the way. There we go. Maybe. Should we ink them? I think the inking really pops out the color. Okay, so we're going to go with the ground espresso. And all I'm doing is running it along the paper, just like that. Oh yeah, that definitely makes a pop. And then we want to do this back side as well. And you can run it this way, or like I'm doing, it kind of gives it that little bit of more of a beautiful effect. So we have it like that versus that. Okay, so we'll do one together, and then I will take a picture after and put them all out so that you can see what they look like. So next is the putting the thread and stuff on, sewing that. I've had a lot of questions on how you do that. So I take yarn darners, and I'm going to go with this one. They have a really nice sharp point on them. So we're going to go with that one, and I think the white will look nice on there, maybe, but I really think this would look nice too on there. Yeah, we'll go with this one, and this is a mixed waxed cotton cord in beige, so we're gonna go with that one. Now I like to take and start in one corner with this and go all the way around, and I like to go around it all the way once and then once more, just so that we have extra, because I'd rather have a little bit of extra and be able to put that aside for another project than not have enough. So just gonna grab it and push it through. And we're not going to knot it or anything like that. And we're just going to decide where we're going to start. And you just poke through. I like to start in the middle. And you just poke through. That's it. Hold your excess at the edge like that. And you just go back and forth like you're sewing a piece of fabric. That's it. Just like that. All the way around the card, and it's going to give that gorgeous look to it. Now you can go through and pre-do your holes, and you can do that just by taking your needle and poking. Now to do the corners this way, you do the same thing. You're just going to go around like that. And you really get a beautiful looking card. I've used embroidery floss to do them as well, but I really like it with this cording. I just think it's really pretty, and it adds to the durability of your card as well. So I'm going to pause it here, and I will be right back, and I will show you the finished card. Okay, so I've sewn all the way around, and I was thinking I should show you how I finish it off. So you've got that thread there, and you're just going to tie a little knot. Just bring it in and tie that little knot. And this would be a great place to put a dangle if you want to, because you got this little extra bit of like a knot right there. You could add a couple of beads on here, and that would look really pretty hanging down. So you got this, like, it hangs weird, right? Like that. So it looks cute like that, but when you first do it, it's gonna have that weird look to it. So just grab it and pinch it, and it will do its thing naturally. So that is what that looks like when it's finished with the thread and stuff. And then this is the non-finished one, right underneath that sun there. It like creeped over and I didn't even realize it. So they look really cute, right? Like this, finished up. And then you can add your ephemera pieces to it. Your little, like, I don't know what they called it. It's just ephemera. So you can add, like, your little pieces here and there. Like a little tag maybe sticking out there. I know you want to not cover all that beautifulness that you put in there. So you want to pick like things that will work with it, like that. Isn't that pretty? Like something like this would completely cover everything on your board. So you want to go like little small pieces to enhance what you've done with your masterboard, making them little really pretty and whatnot. So like I said, I will take pictures of what they look like and put them at the end. I think they're really adorable, and I love working with the masterboards and seeing all the gorgeous little pieces that you can create with them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.